The last round we're going to use is a 12-gauge confetti round.
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm back. Yeah, anyways, guys, it's your boy, Goofy Intro here, and, yeah, anyways, while I'm still on a little bit of a hiatus on, you know, at least covering more drama-related topics on, like, my live streams or anything along those lines, I think I'm at least at a decent level of mental fortitude for me to even bother to talk about this, which is, of course, well, the return of Just a Robot with his absolutely abysmal response, as well as a cavalcade of just very unfortunate events happening to his channel over the past week that I feel like laughing about. Now, of course, if you guys want an entire recap of who Just a Robot is or why I'm even bothering to talk about it, I literally just have an entire playlist. Just go ahead and watch that. If you don't feel like watching that, literally just look up CineBear03 on YouTube and you'll probably find a cavalcade of several different videos covering that entire situation and why Just a Robot is even part of it. But yeah, I don't feel like going over an entire history lesson because I don't think that's what anybody is here for. You're just here for, you know, someone like myself to laugh at somebody who thinks that he can possibly defend himself from very clear-cut evidence of him simping for one of the P. Diddy's of the art commentary community. Now, of course, before we actually get into his video, which is just titled Response with Receipts, I feel like I might as well just kind of go over some of the funnier things that have happened with this channel, like, for example, it getting hacked, and because it ended up getting hacked, it ended up getting briefly nuked off of YouTube for a short amount of time before it ended up getting reinstated because Jar got his account back, unfortunately. But, you know, it's just kind of whatever. I just kind of find it funny that he even bothered to try and, like, make an entire video addressing it for some reason, when, again, it wasn't even necessary. And speaking of unnecessary parts of a video, the video that we're about to be taking a look at, you can already tell it's going to be a complete and total nonsense fest when literally one of the chapters in the video, and I shit you not, is literally titled, "Do I Have a Fart Fetish?" On the off chance that Jar even sees this video, I have like 3 questions. First of all, who was ever claiming this? Second of all, who made this such a big deal that you even needed to address it? And third of all, why would you even bother to include this within a video? Who the hell cares? People just want to see you fucking fumble a terrible goddamn response, and let's put it this way, we only need to watch like maybe the first 10 or so minutes to literally get an idea as to just how bad the rest of the response really is going to be. Obviously, I'm not going to take a look at the entire thing because, well, it's almost like an hour fucking long. We're gonna be here all day if I even bothered to try and cover the entirety of it. So, yeah, we're just gonna get into this, we're just gonna make fun of Jar's response, and, yeah, anyways, now that I've wasted 3 minutes of everybody's time, let's get started.
Hey everyone, it's been a while. In fact, it's been a couple of months. These last few months have been very chaotic, to say the least, and I know a lot of you have many questions. You're curious about my side of the story.
Let's be honest here, we've already seen enough of your side of the story that we aren't really too curious about anything. You've already made your side of the story very clear with every single discussion that you've had with not just Chud Logic, not just with Himpleton before his insane crash out, but also with literally just like damn near anything that has to do with this particular situation. Hell, you uploading the CineBear rabbit hole video when it existed was literally already more than enough for people to understand that you were just a complete fucking moron, and you even admitting that you didn't even bother to try and look up the actual documents or anything along those lines when they were public information while you were working on said video and you had literally no fucking excuse for you to not look at them, is just... Yeah, we already know. You're a fucking moron. We've already seen enough of your side. Why do we even need a goddamn response at this point? You should have just stayed away.
Don't worry, I brought receipts. I know most people won't care for what I have to say. The tea has gone cold and they've moved on to talking about people like Mudahar and Nuxtaku. But at least you're here watching this unmonetized video of mine, so you don't have to even worry about giving me money by viewing this video. Or maybe you're just viewing this through someone else's live stream who's looking to farm a few more clicks off of me.
Wah, cry me a fucking river. People are gonna be milking your goddamn response for the next few weeks, and I love to see it. I love to see people making fun of somebody who genuinely thinks that his simpage behavior towards one of the P. Diddy's of the goddamn art commentary community is, of course, something that he can defend himself from when he has made it very clear in every single discussion that he's had. As I've already mentioned before, I know I'm kind of repeating myself, but I just really want to hammer this point home, that he wanted to get in the pants of this particular individual. and that particular individual is none other than Cinebaro3, as I mentioned before. So yeah, you get my point. What I'm basically saying here is, cry me a goddamn river if that's what you're going to be complaining about here, Jar.
I'm not going to sugarcoat things. I fucked up. I really dropped the ball on this situation. I can't even say that I was manipulated or enabled to get involved with the cine drama, because both my roommate and my girlfriend and even my neighbor told me that what I was doing was stupid and reckless.
So you had, like, at least 3 different people basically telling you, don't fucking bother. Don't make that shitty video. Don't defend a literal child groomer. Don't do any of that shit. You had 3 different people, at the very least, telling you to not bother, and yet you still decided to literally toss your credibility, whatever credibility may have even still existed for you, to the goddamn wind, all because, well, you had hearts in your eyes for somebody else who, well, only has hearts in her eyes for somebody who's young.
I, along with everybody who was close to me, expected me to get some backlash. But not this much backlash. They're not even telling me they told me so because they didn't even expect it to get this bad. But before I get into what's going on and all the allegations against me, I would like to apologize to a few people. I would like to apologize to my girlfriend, my roommate, and my neighbor for not listening to them. You guys know me best, and you were looking out for my best interest. I should have listened to you guys, and now I'm facing the consequences for my actions. I would like to apologize to my editor Lorenzo for any backlash he might have faced from editing my video.
Okay, I don't even know why in the hell you're even dragging your editor into this one, because I don't even think he was named in any way in that particular video whatsoever. And if he was, well, that's just you trying to drag somebody else into this one just for the sake of, I guess, trying to give them flack back then, which, of course, would ultimately just be your fault at that point. Again, Jar, you're just kind of going into completely unnecessary tangents at this point, and I'm beginning to wonder what the fuck you're even trying to do anymore.
What I did was incredibly stupid, and I understand if you unsubscribed from me. I'm not upset with everybody who has made a video on me, because I can understand where a lot of them are coming from. Granted, there are a few people who have said some crazy things about me.
Like, I knew how this guy was, I warned you how he was, I told you what position you were in, and I was very conscious and scared on your behalf because of what position you're in. Jar could have raped you, and that's probably what he was trying to, like, that was probably his dream, his end goal.
I mean, let's put it this way, even I dragged wannabe Gojo through the goddamn coals for making a stupid-ass claim like that. Because, again, to this day, it's just one of those kinds of claims where I just genuinely don't even know where in the fuck he could have possibly got it from. Maybe from some sort of, like, previous situation that Jar was in that I know next to nothing about, nor do I really care to know about because, well, he's already fucked himself with this particular situation. But, like, assuming he probably brings up, like, receipts to try and refute that later, but let's be honest here, we already kind of understand that that kind of claim is probably just way overblown at the very worst in regards to Jar, so, like, I honestly don't even care about that one. Again, like I said, usually you can tell just how bad a response video is going to be if, like, you know, the first, like, you know, 7 to 10 minutes is complete garbage. And already I'm genuinely wanting to jump out of a goddamn window because basically everything that he's just, like, saying right here sounds so unbelievably fucking half-hearted.
I'm going over a lot more than just the cine stuff in this video, because just about every bad or questionable thing I have done is out there now. If you're only here for one specific allegation and you don't care to watch this entire video, don't worry, I will be providing timestamps for specific allegations.
Once again, I just have to ask, why the fuck is one of these sections about whether or not you have a fart fetish? Who the hell cares?
The biggest problem with my video draft about Cindy by far is how soft I went on her. I regret that even more now due to the fact that new information has been released about Cindy.
Listen, I feel like I just need to mention right now, it wasn't the fact that you decided to go soft on Cindy, it's literally the fact that you decided to take the complete and total opposite road and act like you were on the high road for literally defending someone who had mountains, not even just mountains, literal planets worth of fucking information of them literally grooming a 13-year-old. Like, this is stuff that you could literally only not know by just unironically turning your fucking head away from it, sticking your fingers in your ears and shutting your eyes and singing la 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 while you proceeded to write your script for your shitty video.
I don't like being lied to, especially by people who wanted my help, but I fell for what she told me, being the gullible fool that I am. I didn't believe that Cindy is a pedo, and I still don't believe she's a pedo.
I don't think anyone claimed that much. We were claiming that she was a groomer, two completely different fucking things, and of course, the fact that you also decided to, well, not even believe that she was a groomer even back then, and you're only agreeing with it now because because at this point, not only has it been months, but of course you think it's just convenient for you to finally go like, okay, yeah, maybe she was a groomer, but that's only after you literally went over the, quote, new information, which, mind you, that information is shit from 4 fucking months ago that was public during the time in which you were making that shit-ass video.
I don't believe she had a desire to get with the minor or exchange nudes with the minor. I never said what Cindy did was okay. I said it was wildly inappropriate and an optics nightmare. Usually I would expect that if someone was grooming, that the groomer would intend to get with them. At least this was my thought process at the time, based off of all the other grooming cases I have seen.
Holy fucking shit. He actually fell for the whole entire, what defines a groomer bullshit from fucking Diddy Bear's goddamn, second response. Jesus Christ, this is, again, unbelievably fucking mind-numbing.
I truly believed that I was onto something comparing this to the Pyro drama, because Pyro did learn of Ivory's age when they turned 16.
Why the fuck are you trying to compare this shit to the Pyro situation? These aren't even fucking comparable. What does this have to... what? When Pyro was called out for this shit, he made his entire response going over all of his different receipts, going over all the different things that were wrong with all the different allegations that were made against him, and ultimately somewhat cleared his name for all intents and purposes. Meanwhile, with Diddy Bear, she made a response in which she fessed up to everything, backtracked on that, and then doubled down on everything, basically pulling every single goddamn groomer card out of the goddamn playbook, just so that way she can try and hope that she could even retain any kind of, reasonable audience. Which of course ultimately failed, everyone made fun of her, and then she ended up completely fucking off from the internet. Unfortunately, she didn't delete her channel, I don't think. I'll have to check on that one. If she did, then that would honestly be a net positive for the entirety of the internet at this point. Much like if you deleted your own channel, Jar.
Not when they were 15, and he said, and I quote here, shouldn't have continued the furry stuff with him, along with the fact that Pyro got a 15-year-old who he knew was 15 to draw a thicker, lewder, sexier version of his avatar. I thought to myself, well, if people are okay with Pyro doing this, then why aren't they okay with Cindy's actions?
Here's a fun fact, Jar. Not everyone was okay with what Pyro did. Hell, I'm pretty sure even back then, I would have definitely agreed that what Pyro did was pretty fucking weird, but it was way overblown to the point where it ended up turning into allegations that weren't even completely fucking true. And of course, that ended up leading to, why I genuinely believe that Turkey Slop no longer has the credibility that he currently has. But I feel like I just need to also mention that again, 2 completely different scenarios. With Pyro, he was just fucking weird. With Diddy Bear 03, she actively went into rape fantasies and confessed to them to a 13-year-old.
When I saw Kumo coming to the same conclusions about Cindy that I came to, along with witnessing him beating a few people in debates about it, I thought he might have been onto something, so I decided that I should help her as well.
Okay, I'm sorry, Jar, but which debates did you fucking see involving Kumo actually beating anybody? Because all the debates that I have seen in regards to wannabe Gojo trying to defend himself from all the accusations of him also simping for the same exact P. Diddy that you were simping for, while also trying to excuse a lot of his past actions that he is still yet to even, really bother to, try and, actually apologize for and has continued to double down on year after year. But that's something else entirely that I don't really feel like opening because it's really neither here nor there, and since his channel is gone, it's kind of just like me beating a dead horse and dancing on its grave. Which, don't get me wrong, I enjoy doing, but, I just genuinely feel like Jar and I must be in, completely different fucking universes, because, again, all the debates that I've seen involving Kumo, he got slapped around and he rage quit every single one that he was part of. What fucking debates did you see? I don't think you linked any within the description as far as I saw of Kumo winning any debates, so I just simply have to ask, what fucking universe are you living in where Kumo won anything?
I now realize that not all the chat logs were released between Ivory and Pyro in the same way they were for Cinny. Also, I believe Cinny released the full logs herself, but I wasn't aware of that when I was working on my video.
Bull fucking shit, you literally admitted that you didn't even bother to actually look at the evidence while you were working on the video. You knew that the evidence was fucking public knowledge, and you actively ignored it. Don't fucking try to lie to me, bitch.
And I was planning to add more to my video draft as the drama went on. I really should have focused on being more professional and objective with the sensitive information around Cinny. Instead, I took her at her word, and I gave her way more charitability than she deserved. As you can hear at the end of the full call I had with Cinny, I said that I would be making a new draft in defense of Cinny before I talked to Jack.
So here you are literally admitting that you were going to be working on a video in defense of Cinny. Congratulations, a lot of what you just said previously is completely now null and void due to you admitting that. Congratulations, you fucking played yourself.
I was planning for Saturday to be a day where I would @ Jack on Twitter, along with a day to look over a whole bunch of videos about Cinny to make sure that my information was correct. Unfortunately, the last draft that I was still in the middle of adding stuff to was leaked by Kumo, and I panicked uploaded what I had. As you can see from this screenshot, which is of my Cinny video, I uploaded it unlisted on October 10th, which was a Tuesday, and the actual Cinny video was planned to go live on Sunday, but then Kumo leaked this version of the video, so I foolishly decided to upload this version because the other one still wasn't finished.
A video getting leaked by some dumb fuck is not an excuse for a video being terrible. It's literally just more of an explanation as to why you're just that much of a dumb motherfucker.
I was planning to look over both docs with him very carefully. I have the worst case of dyslexia in the world, so it's very hard for me to do that myself. Yeah, my dyslexia often leads me to focus more on what I can hear rather than what I can read.
You having dyslexia is quite literally no excuse for you doing next to no research. You could have literally gotten somebody else. Like, you had access to, like, a whole bunch of other people. You had access to probably a wealth of other people who could probably go over this on a call with you without you needing your fucking roommate.
Now, I want to make this clear. When I have people look over certain drafts of videos I've made, I'm not just going to blindly agree with whatever opinion they have.
Bullshit, because you already admitted that you just decided to blindly believe in whatever goddamn Diddy Bear was telling you, so I just find that to be excessively hard to believe. Don't even try this shit with me.
Ironically, he was covering my video on cancel culture.
Never know for what or when you'll be cancelled. Maybe you were live streaming and you suddenly screamed out the N-word. Maybe you lied about a drama which caused people to dig into your past about other dramas you have talked about. Maybe you're completely innocent and the allegations against you are false, but too many people are against you and they won't listen. Or maybe you don't have the evidence to prove your innocence. I know cancellation will come for me one day. It comes for everyone. It's not a question of if it will happen to me, it's when. Will it happen in 2025, 2022, or maybe this year? We won't know for sure until it happens.
Yeah, that video aged like a fine wine.
That's so far the only correct thing that you've actually said in this entire video. Well done. You've gotten 1 point correct out of fuck knows how many you've gotten wrong.
I may not fully understand myself as a person, but I do understand that I say off-the-cuff stuff all the time, and that I'm autistic.
I swear to God if you're bringing up the fact that you're autistic as an excuse for why your videos are complete dog shit, then I'm sorry, but there is no redemption in the cards for you. You are literally, again, pulling out the same exact cards that Diddy Barrow 3 pulled out in order to try and excuse the fact that she groomed a minor. We are not playing this fucking game right here, okay? I already know where this shit's going. We're done here. Alright, okay, so what exactly did we learn today? Well, we've learned that my patience can only go so far. But, yeah, anyways, I have less serious topics in the works, don't worry. But, yeah, anyways, guys, if you guys enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, that's very well appreciated. Leave a comment down below what you thought about the video, what you want me to talk about next. And also subscribe to the channel if you're new and you want to see more content such as this. Also, go ahead and follow me on Blue Sky, join the Discord server, and, yeah. Anyways, guys, this has been Sandy. And have yourselves a nice day.